bought this mill in 2020 in October. So basically we're almost 6 years old. When that broke, I had not been on this company's website, Forest West. I had been on their website for about a year and a half. In Mississauga, I emailed them, said what was broken. I had that part in 3 days. 3 days. That's just crazy. This is the tensioning arm that goes in and out to raise and lower the mill. This is the part that wore out. This is a bronze bushing or brass. I'm not exactly sure, probably brass. Threaded. It's an area of the sawmill you cannot get into because to lubricate. So the rod is a steel rod and this is a brass. And this is the piece. The threading wore out from 5 years of use. It's an easy fix. You just unscrew it and then thread in the new one. It was on there fairly tight, so it took a set of vice grips to get it off. But I don't feel that it should move too much. I'm going to crank it down as hard as I can because maybe the back and forth will create this to back out again or back out at all. But we should be good to go. So just briefly, to replace that brass nut on that end of that rod, this is the rod here that we've already installed in there. Basically what happened was the other threading broke on the steel rod that was in this. So when I went to feed this one in and walk it in to where it got halfway and it got jammed, I didn't want to force it because I'm like, this doesn't feel right. So I took it out, backed it off again, ended up taking this is the crank. So there's a double nut here, a lock nut. There's 2 sets of bearings in there that you got to take out. They're a connected bearing, so they don't fall apart. It was probably a better idea that I took this apart anyways to get it all greased up and lubed because the bearings were pretty dry. So there's a bearing on this side in here and there's a bearing on that side. You pull this out, then you pull the shaft out that way. And right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting this back together. So the bearing went on the shaft, came in through here. Then the other bearing went on this side, washer. I've got that still loose. You can see it. There's movement between this because I had it a little bit too tight and it was too hard to turn. I squished the bearings. So give it a bit of breathing room like a wheel bearing. And then you've got these. These are locked together. Basically what you want. And now we are going to put the wheel back on. This is like the locking wheel to set your height. We're going to put this back on right now. So yeah, it wasn't as easy as a job as I thought it would be initially, but really only another half hour once I figured out how things was. The cranking rod was just set in this rod with this pin. You just had to hammer this pin out. So yeah, let's get back to this now. Just putting this back together. This is just your locking wheel. Fortunately, oh, this one works. I only have this chainsaw wrench. These are metric, by the way. This chainsaw wrench is not, but it's working. Like I said, this is just to keep your locking mechanism. When you have the height set, you lock it in so it doesn't move. So right now we're just going to tap that back in. So the holes line up like so. Then we're going to tap in our pin. I greased this up when I was trying to take it apart because everything was pretty sticky and rusted. Hoping that goes in. Yeah, to the use. Now all we got to do is just rehook these pulleys through the right routing of it. Hopefully you remember how they went. There's only really one way that thing can go, so if you get it wrong, you're going to know it. So anyways, let's get that back to put together and then we'll start cutting some wood. Once it broke, I went back to the website and they're still in business. But while I was waiting for the part, I was checking out their website, forestwest.ca, And my God, they've added so much stuff on their website. They've got track loaders, they've got mini excavators, they've got planers, joint planers, sawmills, kinetic wood splitters, which I got my eye on one of them because my old Champion is slower than snail. Yeah, check out the website, forestwest.ca. They have a website in the United States, forestwest.com, and they have, I think it's their original office is in Australia, forestwest.au. So check those out. But I've got this 5-year-old piece of oak here, red oak. I want to cut up some bench legs. I want to build a bench, a workbench, and I want to cut up some 4x4 legs for it. So that's why I've got this on the mill. It's quite a big piece. I hope I can get around it. If not, I might struggle a bit cutting some off with a chainsaw because it is at the limit of this sawmill. The first few cuts, I can't even put the clamps on it. Let's get this jacked up and we'll start cutting some wood. It's nice red oak, real nice stuff. So unfortunately, I don't have a tractor here to move this, rotate it. So I don't know how I'm going to get by. I might have to chainsaw some of this off because as we get down, this is going to start hitting. Unless I can center the log, which I might have to take those the stops off, keep it from rolling off. We'll figure out a way. There's always a way. I'm going to try a few things and we'll get back to you once I've got it down to a better size. So what I did is I put the shorter stops in to get this moved over a bit more. This log, I know from lifting up my tractor, it's got to be close to 2,000 pounds. I said it's red oak. If I can get this to get out of it's this part right here that'll hit. Let's get a line down there and see if I can clear it. I don't have enough strength to push it in the middle, so I have to do a side to side thing. What I'll do is I'll stick a shim in there, keep it from coming back. That might work. Actually, I can do this, but I can't leave it because it's in the way. There, that'll hold it, I think, while I push the front. I think that did it. This mill is a 26-inch max, but I think this lock is 27. And it's been sitting around for a while, so it's got some rot in it, but I think we'll get some good stuff in the middle. There, that definitely worked. Like I said, I can't leave these out because it'll clip it. See, as long as I can get it down to a manageable size. For sitting for 6 months, the battery went dead, but yeah, see. Down to the good stuff. Oh yeah, this is nice wood. Hold up there. This one's got a bit of rot on the outside, so pretty much garbage. Like I said, I don't have my tractor here to roll this over, and it is way too heavy. I've got a dual purpose blade on this. This blade is in between hardwood and softwood. That's why it's working really nice on this. It's not a softwood blade, it's not a hardwood blade. It's I don't know the actual tooth number, but it's in between. It's good for both. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna put you on hold. Let's see if I can get this thing into a more manageable slice. Rotate it possibly, which would be great. And I'll get back to you in a minute. So what I'm doing right now, I've got this down to a good square. Cutting off 1 3/4 inch shelving. What I got left, I'm going to do bench legs, 4x4. Looks like I could probably get about 3.5x4. It'll cut quicker once I flip this up because we were cutting through probably 14 inches of oak. Now we'll be cutting through 7 or 8. These are braces for underneath the countertop along the back. So needed a couple of these for back braces. So we're going to flip these over and give them one clean cut because I noticed there's some bark on the other side. other one will make a good brace at the back. All right, and then our 2 4x4s. We are done. All right, so that's it for this video. 5.5 years. My Chinese sawmill. Still kicking. Parts are still available. The company's actually bigger than it was when I bought it. Much bigger. Like I said, go to forestwest.ca or .com or .au for their whole line of equipment that they've got now. Like I said, they only had a couple of things when I bought this. Sawmills and I think that was it. And then they got kinetic log splitters, and just check it out. They got tons of stuff. And 6 years they're still in business and expanding. So no fear of not being able to get parts. All right, thanks.